Let's hear from Sheriff Mike Craig.
I would like to say good morning, if I could. It's been a very difficult day. As you can see, I lost 2 good officers today. I have a number of sheriffs here and law enforcement throughout the state who are helping us deal with this matter. But first, let me say this. Please pray for the 2 officers that were ambushed early this morning. I have 2 deceased officers. One, Brandon Nielsen, he's 34 years old. And another one, Officer Jeremy Trish, he's 28 years old. This entire tragedy unfolded early this morning as one of my officers was working the traffic detail in this particular parking lot. As he was working this detail, for some unknown reason at this time, a gunman opened fire on him multiple times. As you can see, the car that's parked over here on the shoulder of Bayou Steel Road, that officer is presently at the University Hospital being treated for multiple gunshot wounds. He should be okay. After the shooting took place, we were able to get a call from a citizen. Based on the description we got from the officer, a citizen advised St. John Sheriff's Office of a speeding motorist on a street by Riverview Trailer Court. Officers proceeded to that area where we found a vehicle matching the description of the vehicle used in the shooting here on Bayou Steel Road. Officers came in contact with some individuals. During this investigation, one of the subjects, as officers were handcuffing one of the subjects, that investigation led us to a trailer. When we knocked on the door, another person came to the door with a dog, where we could see inside where another individual was fully clothed but laying under a blanket. The officers asked him to step outside. As we were interviewing the 2 persons, the 2 subjects, another person exited that trailer with an assault weapon and ambushed, ambushed by 2 officers. The investigation is ongoing. I took my officers away from the investigation. The Louisiana State Police are now taking over the investigation. If you have any questions at this time, I'll try to answer them. My job at this point is to build a case on the individuals responsible for this crime. I have the district attorney here, Tom Daly. We've been in constant communication. I have all the sheriffs here and all the equipment I need to do the job. Public safety, at this point, we feel is intact. I have no reason to believe the situation is out of control. We are in control at this point. At this point, we're trying to piece everything together. Public safety was addressed early this morning where there's a school less than a mile away. The school superintendent of St. John Parish Schools was contacted, and we advised him, do not let the kids come to school, not knowing how many perpetrators were responsible for this crime. At this point, it's a very hot investigation, and it's ongoing. I will answer a few questions.
What led to the stop outside? What led to the initial stop?
We're still investigating what led to the shooting here on Bayou Steel Road.
Is anyone in custody? Capture the suspect?
We have a few people in custody. Right now, we're trying to determine their roles in this shooting.
Sheriff, how were you able to capture the suspect with the automatic weapon?
That's all still being investigated as we speak.
What is his status right now?
I cannot stand and tell you that at this point.
Whose car is over here?
This car that shot up, that's one of my investigators from the district attorney's office, Scott Boyington. He's at University Hospital being treated for multiple gunshot wounds.
Sheriff, you expect him to be okay?
Yes, sir. I'm praying that he's going to be fine.
How about the second wounded officer?
He's in surgery right now at River Parish's hospital.
The 2,
Jason Trish.
Scott Boyington and Jason Trish,
are still currently being operated on in different hospitals. One at River Parish, one at University.
The 2 officers that were, in your words, ambushed, were they part of the security detail here, or were they officers working this morning? What was their role this morning?
They were helping. I'm not sure if they were assigned to this detail. I hadn't gotten to those details yet, but they went over there to help find this vehicle that was involved in this shooting. That's the only thing I can tell you about that at this point.
Sheriff, can you say anything about the history of the suspect in custody? This was a man who had an automatic weapon. Was he known to your officers?
Not at this time. I cannot make any detailed statements about him or their criminal histories at this time. I will do another press conference later today at my office at 3 p.m.
How many suspects?
Right now we have a number of people in custody. I think it's 5 at this point, but I can't tell you their actual roles. The state police are taking the lead on that investigation.
Sheriff,
What
the
was the
secondary scene? The secondary crime scene is where?
Riverview Trailer Court.
Are all
Where's
the
that?
suspects residents of the trailer court?
It appears so. We're still investigating that.
Sheriff, obviously, anytime a suspect, an officer wounded or killed, unfortunately, in the line of duty, a lot of people are concerned. Is there anything that anybody can do to help out in this situation, a blood drive effort for the officer still in the hospital, if you had time to think about anything like that?
I appreciate you asking. Right now we're asking for prayers. St. John Parish is no different than any other parish with these other sheriffs. It could happen to any officer at any time. Just being ambushed like that, I'm waiting the results of the ongoing investigation.
Sheriff, you're surrounded by chiefs from around the area. A word, if you will, about the turnout and the response you got from around the region this morning.
I know we're a brotherhood, just equal to under the military. Anytime I've called any other agency, they've been there for me, and today was an exception to the support I got from law enforcement across the state of Louisiana. So I appreciate these guys, and I hope they don't ever have to deal with this, but that's the job we all do, and I pray for every officer, not just mine, but theirs too.
Sheriff, who
The same
people want to know?
automatic weapon was used here as was used in the trailer where your officers were shot.
That's under investigation.
The question remains, because we're here, who are you looking for and where are you looking?
We have that shooting, this shooting led us to that trailer court based on that vehicle description and that citizen calling us about the speeding motorist. That's what led us to that street. During the course of that investigation, we were fired upon. Now, we're the ongoing investigation is to tie this shooting into those incidents that unfolded on Riverview Trailer Court.
But is there a search physically happening as we speak?
It's still a semi-hot scene. I'm not telling you that everything is, as far as I can tell you right now, we have reason to believe there are no other perpetrators on the loose. We think we're in control.
Now, Acadiana reports that they also took a total of 6 passengers to hospitals. Were any of the suspects injured? We know we have 4 officers. We have 2 others. Were any of them injured?
It appears that they may be suspects, and some of them did sustain gunshot wounds. Yes, sir. We're trying to, again, Louisiana State Police are investigating the matter. I'm pulling my team out as for investigation. They're going to handle that part at another time. And I tell you what, at 3 p.m. at my office, if I can give you more details, I will. Thank you all for your time for this moment.
You had to make